are live.
Let go.
What's up, y'all? Okay. What's up,
Hey.
Alice? I forgot
Once
the
upon a
song.
time when I heard this, I was ugly.
Ugly
Mm-mm.
came to the.
Woman, you gotta be with me. Are we
Look,
censored?
you know more of the words than I do. If it's up, then it's up. It's look.
And
I
it's
do the
up.
dance and you sing. That's what we should
Oh
have
yeah, you the
did.
dancer. Okay. If it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. What?
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up?
We didn't have our theme song prepared. We had to improvise. How's everybody
we
doing?
just we just had to do it, y'all. What is
Damas y
up? We in the
caballeros.
building. Repat No Cap in the building.
Hey, we out here.
Bop, 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 bop.
We still living in Africa. You thought we left? You thought we was
We
gone?
still here. Right.
Yeah. Oh, I like the way you say her. What how you say it? Her. Here.
We still here. Okay.
Hey.
You thought we was leaving? We still here.
Hey. Ah.
What is
Staying power,
up?
baby.
Yes, yes, yes. Family,
Hit that
family,
like for
what's
me.
up?
Hit that like for me if you part of the tribe.
The tribe. Yes.
Let's go.
Let YouTube know that
Hey.
as soon as we go on, somebody is loving us.
Hey. I love it how the fam be ready.
I know. Isn't it amazing from when we first started, like our first few shows? You could just tell the
Uh-huh.
difference every single episode. It was like less time, and then it would be like someone on as soon as we get on. Just waiting. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
like I love the love. I love the love. Hey, what up?
Yay! Rock Velvet is catching us for the first time. Hey.
Hey,
Welcome.
party time.
Yes. So
But the
as most of
replay,
you
the
guys
replay
know,
gang can get it.
oh, say it again.
I said the replay gang can get it though. Gang gang.
Yes. They really do be coming through too. Like it's amazing,
Mm-hmm.
y'all. They really do. So you guys know that I am De La Soul, and this is my co-host.
Afro millennial mama.
Up, 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 up. And together we are Repat No Cap,
Replay,
the
no
migration
cap.
not televised. Yes.
Oh,
How
never
are
that.
y'all?
They,
Come,
they ain't
come.
never gonna show it on TV.
Never that. That's no cap. Never
Mm-hmm.
that. What is up, y'all? We're just gonna wait a couple more seconds. Show us some love. Let YouTube know that we in the building, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
yes,
'Cause y'all don't wanna miss this. We gotta have all the peoples. We having a powwow.
it's a powwow, right?
It's
That's
some
so true.
therapy.
This
It's some therapy sessions. It's much needed.
it really is. I was thinking about that earlier. How we be like, oh,
Hmm.
we miss each other and we miss y'all. Like,
Yeah. It's like therapy. Like, you really
mhm.
need to get some of this stuff off because and process it because this is something
Yes,
that's never been done by a lot of African American people before. So we
right.
gotta, you know, we got like
Let
Harriet
it
Tubman
out.
had to have somebody to talk to and complain, like,
You
man,
know
if
she
these
did.
don't stop slowing me down on this underground railroad. Like she had to get it off her chest too.
Look,
She's like, I ain't trying to
look.
die for
When
y'all
when
like
she
that.
said when Harriet Tubman said, I freed hundreds of slaves. I could have freed thousands if they had known they were slaves. She was talking to somebody. She was
No.
talking to
You
somebody when
know,
she said
when
that.
she was telling people that she had to pop
Huh?
some people because they was gonna blow up the spot. Like, I'm sure that pulling that trigger was therapy. Like, brah, brah, you
Yes.
stressing me out.
Bye bye.
There
She
you
said you
go.
stressing me out.
She was like, I'm much
Seriously.
lighter now. I feel much lighter without the dead weight. Yeah.
No, seriously, and that's one reason we created the show. We really hope to have some people from the diaspora that is here and in other places in
Hmm.
Africa that will come on and like talk about our experience, no cap, and the
Oh, for
good
sure.
and the bad.
No, for sure, because that's the whole point of it. Like, we have to have a community. We
Mhm.
have to get together as I would say we're the African American diaspora, like the United States. Yeah, African American diaspora from the U.S. Like, we're diaspora now because we outside of there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the American diaspora, the Black American diaspora, probably sound a little better.
Yeah.
But like, so we have to come together. We have to figure out. We got the internet, so we might as well. We're not alone. You know what I mean? So
Right.
we could definitely help each other. It don't matter what country you're in,
Mhm.
really.
It's so true. And not to mention on the
Hmm.
other end, like the people that are trying to get here, like what this does
Yes,
for them.
yes, no doubt. Because y'all got to know
Could you imagine?
what it really like.
Yes. Could you imagine if we were on our way here and we knew like it was two sisters that was on YouTube,
Girl,
especially in the same country, especially in the same country that we
man,
moving to? Man,
I would be
it
watching
would
everything. Like, this is research. This is like going to the
research.
library.
Yes, live library. No cap
Hmm.
for real. For real.
Hmm.
My
Uh,
whole
Ka-
process coming here probably would have been easier. We both would have felt lighter.
Kawana know. Kawana know. She be here every week. Atmosphere know.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's so true. That's so true. So how was your week, sis? How was your repat week?
My week was interesting. It's probably been what, 2 weeks since it was on. Um, I think that
Yeah.
I decided to start back going to therapy, and
That's so
so
good.
I did that, and I'm very, very, very pleased with the person I was set up with. I had a great first session, so I'm looking forward to that. I've been leaning back and forth because of finances. Like, I'm
Yeah.
paying American prices, and I'm living in
Mhm.
not America's, not making
Right.
American money. So
Right.
that was a sacrifice, and I had to tell Amadou, like, just let me do this for a couple of months, like, and get
Yeah.
some tools and things. So,
That's
so
so
that will
good.
definitely help, because, like, talking to you, as much as we talk, it's there for me. You got your life. I got my life. Talking to him,
Right.
I can talk to him, but once I can talk to him about the subject once, but he don't want to hear
That's
about it
right.
again. Like,
Cause he's a man. Men don't play
yeah,
that.
it
Men,
was done.
they
It's
like
done.
solution. We're
Yes,
not having this conversation
yes.
every day. Like
No. So
that's
that's
so
different.
funny.
So he's like, you could pay me. I'm like, yeah, but you're not gonna hear my issues, my what is it called? My emotionally stunted whatever upbringing, like these types of things. You're not gonna be able to listen to it over and over. Like, we gotta
Right.
take steps every hour. Like, you just build on that. So I'm happy with that.
Hmm.
I'm definitely gonna put my all into working on myself and just
That's good.
building, like, learning how to do boundaries. Like, a lot of it have to do with, like, how we empaths and stuff, and how we were raised by the parents that we were raised by and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah.
part of my week.
Hmm.
What else is going on? I started reading a new book. So I have been reading Angela Davis book forever, and I'm like, I probably have 70 pages to go, and it's just, I can't, like, I have to read another book in between to, like, lighten the mood,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
can't just be
Damn. That's
depressed
how deep it
and
is.
I can't be mad at my country like that. Like, it's just not entertaining for me. So I started reading this girl.
Yeah.
Two people brought me this book, actually, at the same time. I didn't know they was both getting it for me. But
Oh
this
wow.
lady, this lady right here, she's the first Black
Oh,
woman,
catch me if you
and
can.
she's in her 30s.
Hmm.
She's the first Black woman to travel to every single country. So
Wow. I didn't know she was in her 30s. Like I literally assumed that she was like in her 50s or something when you told me that.
nope,
Because
she
I'm like,
started in her 20s.
I'm like every country.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Every Afghanistan, Pakistan, Lukistan, all the stands, like every North Korea, like
Look, all the stands. She went to all the stands.
she's she snuck into some countries, across the border. Like, so she been to Mauritania, she been to Senegal, she been to Cape,
Wow.
like, she been, so it's like to hear her experience, I didn't know what the book would be about. She's the one who she
Yeah.
was on the Breakfast Club, and she said that like the finest men was in Senegal and like some Scandinavian country. No, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, some
I've seen that
Scandinavian
video. I've seen that video
country
clip.
and Ghana. So, but to my surprise, the book is better than I expected, and it may not make you want to travel to every single country, but it makes you want to do, like, it makes you want to do what you want to do. Like, she
Yeah.
don't do nothing she don't want to do. Like, since she left her Wall
Ooh,
Street job, like
I
she
gotta
was
read
making,
that book.
yeah, she was doing her Wall Street job and like making money when she was in her, early 20s. Like, she
Mm-hmm.
came from a privileged like African family in the States though. But so she
Mm-hmm.
talks about like, bruh, like I'm not being controlled by nobody. Nobody telling me what to wear. Nobody telling me what time, when I can take a vacation. So she hit every country, and you know how people be scared and they be like, Africa was scary, or like certain stuff. She was like the most dangerous experience that she ever had was in the States. Period. And
That is
like
amazing. That is
it's
just
like,
crazy. And
go ahead.
oh, it's and we literally have the nerve to argue. Like when people say that it's more peace in other places and you can go outside, and people say people that's from America say there's racism everywhere, it's stuff like this everywhere. It's like
Mm-hmm.
really somebody that has been to all the countries, like without going to all the countries, it's pretty obvious that what
Mm-hmm.
goes on in America is unique to
Right.
America. But then just to hear that is like, come on, that's crazy.
And the
That's
thing
wild.
is, like, she probably went to countries where war was going on and all this other stuff. But
Yes.
like she like the I'm not gonna say what it is that happened, but that was the only time in her life that a gun was pulled on her. And it was over some BS. It wasn't like no, like the club got shot up. It was like some
Right.
like mistaken identity, racist. It was racism,
Yeah.
basically.
Some
That's what
racist
I'm gonna
shit.
say.
Yeah,
It was
for sure.
racist prejudice, judgment, like Breonna Taylor type, Ahmaud Arbery type, like what Botham Jean type stuff.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Philando
Yeah.
Castile and all that. Like, it was one of those. Like, she could have been a hashtag. That's what it was. And it's just like Tamir Rice types. Like, it was just,
Yeah.
so that was one point of the book, and then the other one was just her not being controlled. And so she was like, you may not want to go to every country. She wouldn't do it again, but then she just goes into like certain countries. So I'm excited to see her experiences in certain countries, because it's like you never hear about all the countries. So it's like
Yeah.
Beirut, I think is a country. I don't know nothing about this. She's been to all these. I'm just like ready for my mind to be open and feel like I was there.
Yes.
And so it kind of takes me away from the Angela. I can read Angela Davis just because I want to say I finished it.
Wow.
I want to be strong enough to finish it, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, like the same
Yeah.
cycle be happening. It just makes me mad. But
You know what?
which
I think that is really cool the way that you went from a book that can be very triggering, that's hella
mm-hmm,
deep, really connected to our roots in America, and then you wanted to get away, and then you literally get into a book that this woman is going away. She's getting away. That's
mm-hmm,
so dope. And
mm-hmm,
and it's talking about what you just had to take a break from. She's proving in the book. That's amazing.
mm-hmm. And she loved America. She's from Detroit. She loved her hometown. She traveled all over. But it's just like,
Yeah.
as a black woman and, as an African woman, like the worst experience she had was coming back to the US and the Border Patrol asking all these extra questions just because, like, is black people supposed to travel? Why y'all, what was it suspicious? You must be doing something,
Right.
whatever, that kind of stuff. And it's
Right.
just amazing, and it just confirmed for me like I made the right decision for my kid, period. Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know but how was your week? It made me think of what I want to talk about today, but I want to ask you how your week was first.
Mm. I can't
You
hear
can't
you.
hear
It
me?
cut out. Say it again.
Oh, I said, how was your week? I wanna kind of do a topic that have to do with kind of like that, but we can talk about your week first, and
Yeah.
then we'll get.
Okay. Yeah, my week, I didn't do much. I stayed home and I stayed in my office, aka my bed, and edited.
Hey.
I'm telling you, like every week, my repad week is going to be involved with doing the same thing every week until I make my
Mm-hmm.
goal that I want to make.
Gotta
Let me
grind.
see,
You
what
gotta
did I
keep
do with
grinding.
this? Right, that's really what I'm like in the grind. I feel like I haven't really been many places. Oh, I went on a
Mm-hmm.
date like 2 days ago, girl.
Did you really?
That
I
was
thought that was like
nice.
a joke or something. You really did?
Yes, I really went on a date to a super nice Japanese restaurant. It was like we were in not in Senegal, we were like in Japan. And it was so cool and I vlogged the whole thing and I just can't wait to share it with
Oh my gosh. Who
y'all.
was I just want to know who like you was able to get a date with you like in public, go out in front of people. Like what did they who is this special person that like because
Yeah.
since we've been here, you hear things, but I never seen nothing. I never seen no evidence. So I'm like, hey,
I know. No,
she
it's
just doing
literally
what she
because
do.
dudes do not be asking me. No, they don't be asking me on dates. They be asking me to their house in their car. Like that's the main thing. I probably have been on like one date, maybe two. I guess you can say I've been on 2 dates here, but like a formal like can I take you out to dinner? That has not been my reality here.
Ah.
So
But okay,
is
I
it
would
is
say
this
I would say
well
the house can be a date, like if he cook or something, but the car
right.
no. The car
That
is the
They
car is
don't be trying to cook or
transportation.
nothing. I'm like, dude, the last dude, I said, why do y'all want me to come to your house so bad? What's going on over there? Is there a restaurant over there? He said, yes, just lying. I'm like, I'm like, no. So this is the first
Hmm.
time that like, and it was like a super nice place. It was a very different experience. And then
Can I ask
we just went to like,
uh
uh, what you want to ask
go
me?
ahead. I just want to ask one question. Um
Oh
are
my God,
they
this
are they
whole little
of
interview.
are they of Senegalese ethnicity?
Oh yeah, he's Senegalese, but he lives in New York.
Oh, okay. That's a nice
I said this
combination.
smile.
They
Yes,
said
I
they
cannot
said
wait
you
to show
blush.
y'all the vlog. I know,
Oh,
that's so
and he
funny.
let you vlog it. That's so
Yes, I had to
romantic.
ask him. I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait. It's gonna be funny. This is gonna be hilarious. I can already see the way y'all gonna be reacting. He's not in it though. Like I messaged him and asked him. I'm like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
this is my job. In this
Yes.
day and age, everybody's doing like TikToks everywhere and recording. So I didn't want
Mm-hmm.
him to think it was just like a little fun thing. I'm like, this is how I'm paying bills, my guy. So after I said
Mm-hmm.
that, he was like, okay, okay. And I was like, yeah, I promise you, you won't be in it. Like, I won't even show your hand. So he was like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I would feel weird anyway. That would be weird, like, for me to show
Yeah,
the person
that
I'm with.
the what I've seen of people documenting their dating life, if it's not like a couple like mutually
Yeah.
showing themselves, like going on a date with somebody that you don't know that well. Like I usually see people get dressed. Uh-oh, is that my
Yes.
am I connect? Yeah, people get dressed, they get ready, and they kind of recount what happened or stuff like that. They show
Yes.
peace. Yeah, you don't want to like do that. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I definitely got like us conversating. Like you guys can see me like in my little element, taking the wine and stuff. I can't wait. It's gonna be so
Hey.
good. So stay tuned. It'll be ready in like
Mm.
2 days. Yes.
Wendy said no, no house dates. My first date was a house date. Well,
Right?
me and my husband's first date was a house date. It was
Really?
actually. His family was there.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I
See, that's
think
the
like
difference. That's the difference, though. They be wanting you to come to the house. and it don't be their family there. It just be them, and it be dark
Well, we was
with
in the
some
living room. They
R.
was doing
Kelly
their own
playing.
thing. Nah. Like we was in the room and they was in the living room. We was in a den or something. Like it wasn't like we was together. They was just around doing their own thing. They didn't care. Like
Right.
But I think that like people want to get to know you. Like people don't go to restaurants that much. Like that's not. They
Yeah.
prefer to eat. They prefer to eat at home. My mother-in-law always say, if you go to a restaurant, you're not gonna get it how you like it. You're never gonna get what you want. And I'm thinking, you tell them what you want, like but she's like,
Yeah.
nah, it's better you make it yourself. You save money and you get exactly what you want. I said, I don't be
Right.
getting what I want. Y'all just be making what y'all want, and I
Right.
want some pizza.
Yes.
but
Yes. I mean,
but
I definitely I agree with that. But nowadays, like they be wanting to Netflix and chill. They ain't trying to bring me to the house and just have a wholesome little get to know. It be some extra stuff.
mm-hmm.
So even though, because
Well,
I get that too, even if we don't go out, like in Senegal, it's so many things you can do where you don't have to like go to an actual restaurant. Like you can go
mm-hmm.
walk the Corniche, the beach, and so I'm just like, come with
Yeah,
the creativity, like can
we
we,
did that.
you know?
We did that. But Senegalese guys don't be planning stuff. But maybe because he live in New York, he's been exposed to different
Yeah.
stuff. But like they don't be planning stuff. Like all that stuff kind of happens spontaneously. Like I went on dates
Mhm.
when we met. We went on dates like we was with his friends. Like his friends ended up being there wherever we was going, or sometimes we just walk around and sit by the water. Like that was nice. But I
Yeah.
don't think any of it was planned. I don't think it's like an orchestrated which I
Right.
like the fact that because like I feel like dudes in the States like are able to run game because they have a formula. Like I don't
Mhm.
like people necessarily having a playbook. Like I'll do this, I get the flowers, and then I get what I want. And like I don't like that kind of
Right.
because you don't know the person, you
Mhm.
don't know what they like. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's
so
why
I
you
feel like
shouldn't be asking me to come to your goddamn house. And sometimes
right
they be asking to come to my house. I'm like, no,
because
you can't come to my house.
because everybody be up in their house, so it's like
Yes.
it's not a big thing. Like strangers be up in their house every day, so it's like just come to the crib. Like it's perfect. It's like we'll cook for you. It's like a restaurant.
See, you talking about you? Okay, how long you and Amadou been married? 15 years?
12.
10, 12 years. 12 years. Today they is not saying we'll cook for you. Yeah, come on over. No, they saying,
Oh,
girl, bring that you and that skirt over here. They ain't talking about cooking. They don't
oh
care.
man, that must be the Dakar guys. I don't know about that.
Right, maybe like I don't know about that because they're definitely more influenced by our American ways and just city life, not even
Mm-hmm.
American ways, just city
It's just
life.
big city. That's what it is. Like big city.
Yeah,
You got people from all over the place, Cote d'Ivoire,
right.
Nigeria,
Yes,
everywhere.
they
So
come from the
everybody,
Congo.
Benin. So it's like a whole bunch
Yeah.
of communities, and everybody's just
Mhm.
hustling. So yeah, it's a whole
Right.
different vibe.
Yes,
That's true.
yes.
Well, I'm excited to see that video. That should
I
be
know.
interesting.
It's gonna be so fun. I can't
So,
wait for y'all to watch. Yes, new
so you
generation.
guys stay tuned for
Netflix
that.
and chill generation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out. That's
Yes.
interesting.
I'm gonna try not to make it to 25 minutes because I know you be like the
I just
video I'm
be
uploading
doing
tonight is
stuff.
like 22.
No,
I
do a part
know.
two. Do like 12 and
Oh
12.
yeah, I should do part two, huh?
This
Yes.
is how we talk about
Yeah.
videos, guys. Yeah.
Right. Oh no, sorry. We really just got deep into it too. Normal conversation.
Uh,
So yeah,
but
man. I was supposed to go to there's a jazz spot out here we were supposed to go to, but he ended up canceling. But I'm like, I'm going. There's every Saturday. That's the thing, like the language barrier, I don't really know all the time what's happening. Like I really need for somebody to like get the jazz thing down for me so I can like take
mhm.
myself to these jazz places. It's so important for my life.
Mm.
Yes.
So,
Atmosphere, most definitely. Atmosphere asks, am I ever moving? Yeah. I'm not like, I know people assume that I'm like city girl because this is where I came to Dakar first, but I was really just flowing. It wasn't like a, on purpose thing or whatever.
mhm,
The night that we got to Dakar, I knew that I couldn't stay here because I can't grow. I can't, it's not enough grass and, life,
mhm,
vegetation and stuff. So yeah, eventually
mhm,
we will be leaving the city life.
mhm.
Are we? Ooh, we got okay.
Oh,
So
I was saying,
what should we do with the
Nights
time?
in Egypt said, I think African men look at American women as ATMs. Hmm.
Mm.
White women, they look at white women probably, but not all. Just like, I mean, Africa's a big place, but it's definitely possible if they're not
I
like
can't see
rich,
you.
like rich. You can't if it's not rich African men.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
But
So I think on this, I feel like me and Aisha probably have two kind of point of view. I mean, okay, let me say this though. I don't think that they look at. I think that's like a general statement. Of course, you probably meant this too.
mm-hmm,
That not everybody,
mm-hmm,
but I do think that there's definitely. I feel like in all the countries, when I went to the Bahamas, I think in all over the world, I think that
mm-hmm,
there are people that's foreign to America because America gives this American dream and we're all about infrastructure
mm-hmm.
and having everything. So I think it's common for men or even women of,
Women too.
countries that are foreign to America, yeah, to see Americans as like an ATM for sure. But you
I
can
think,
definitely find people
yeah.
that's not about that life, that don't think
I
like
think
that.
that it's I think that it might be like a lot of it is indirect ATM. Like most, I would say it's more people looking at people from Europe and the States probably as a passport, like a way to get out,
Yeah.
and then in
Yeah, and
turn
it really just
make
depends because
money. They
sometimes
look
they're
at
trying,
America. Yeah. Oh no, I was saying
huh?
they look at America as an ATM, and they just want to get there. So like
Hmm.
a means to an end. Not necessarily I want your
Right.
money. I want to make my own money, but I just want to make it over there. So
Yeah, and the
I,
reason why that's so sometimes you too, like Flexed Up just said, it's a class thing, and a lot of Africans are traveling to Europe, and they got
mm-hmm,
family and friends, and they got
mm-hmm,
more money than we could ever imagine. So it's like it's the
right,
total opposite. But you can
right,
definitely find it where they will. You do got to be careful with that
yeah.
too.
People who might
Yeah.
be like struggling or whatever, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so what should we
So
do, Aisha? Because do we have time? I don't want the internet to go out.
we should try
We should try. We should try
just a little, just a
to
little
have a
bit.
5 minute conversation.
Yes. Um,
Okay.
I don't know what we gonna do. What you want to do?
Okay.
Sorry,
What we
guys.
gonna do? um. Okay, yeah, we can talk about that subject a little bit. Okay, the delay, you guys, is that my internet is like we're using a box, so I don't want the internet to like go out in the middle of the show, and we don't know how much is
Mm-hmm.
left. And y'all know we can be on here for okay,
Yeah, that's why
for
we try
time.
to. Yeah, that's why we try to keep the show to a nice time because we know we go always gonna go over whatever our time is, and we
Yes.
got kids and stuff to
Uh,
do.
look at Kawada said talking to the internet go out. Oh my God.
That's what I was gonna tell her. See,
You know
she
what?
know what's
Y'all
up.
need to be cash apping me and doing that super thanks and
Where the super chat at? What is? Hey,
the
give us some super
super
chat. Boom, boom, boom. Here go the
right.
cash. You
Because I
right
didn't
about
spend
it.
so
You
much
right
money this month on the internet.
Yes, no, that's
That's
the
so
reason why
funny.
we haven't been as consistent, but we've been
Yeah.
trying to get this situation because if you don't have your internet right, it can oh shoot,
Thank
somebody ain't playing.
you. Thank
What
you, sis.
whoa,
Look
it's
at look at
a zero
Aisha's face.
on that.
Your face.
Oh,
Thank you,
I
sis.
was
We
like,
appreciate that.
oh that's so sweet. You don't have any idea. That's like really sweet and really kind. We
It's our
appreciate you
first
so
50.
much.
This is like a milestone.
We should do a happy dance or something. Like, I don't know.
Say it again.
I don't know.
Oh.
We do a happy dance
Look, we gotta make a dance super
for the
thing.
super chat. Yes, we need a super chat dance. You can't hear me?
Yeah, it's good.
I said
See,
we
the
need a super
internet is
chat dance.
just, yeah, we gonna get it together. We have to make a super chat dance.
Thank you, Koana.
Something extra. So, yeah, we were gonna talk about a little bit about the most recent death of one of the former Migos members, Takeoff. And we kind of just went into that from the book that she mentioned about when the sister said that America was the, you know, her worst experience or whatever. And it's been a lot of deaths lately with a lot of rappers, like every month. I think like twice a month. And for this year, most of this year, it's been some really big names that have been murdered the same way. It's crazy. Like it don't even be a different way. It be the same shit.
Yeah, and it's like you don't even have time to get over one. Like I'm still not over Nipsey. I'm still not over like like
Yep.
It's crazy. It feels surreal. And in the book I was reading, there was a quote from Malcolm X, and he said something like, America, they get you to think that, however bad we have it there, the U.S., anywhere else would be worse for us, and like that's not the case,
Can you say? Say it again, sis. It cut
it's the
out.
opposite actually. In
Say
a
it
lot of
again.
cases, huh?
Say it again. It cut out as soon as you
You want
said
me to
it.
say it again?
Yeah.
Okay. No, there's a quote that Malcolm X said about our mind being like we're influenced to believe that it don't matter how bad we have it in the States, the Emmett Tills and the all that, wherever else we go, it's gonna be worse for us. And that's not the case for Black people. The book is called Catch Me If You Can. Let me see. Here's the book right here. The Catch Me If You Can book. And her name is Jessica Nabongo. Jessica Nabongo. I'm gonna write it in the chat too. But it's just like I didn't know Takeoff. Like I knew the other ones. I knew, more about Quavo and
Offset.
I can't think of his name right now, but
Offset.
it slipped me.
I think it's skipping.
Yeah,
Offset.
But like, yeah. But I feel like it's just every time you hear the same stuff and people want to say, oh, Black people, we need to. It ain't Black people, it's people. And it's not our fault that our people is in the situation that they in. Like, it's not because of our doing, rather, not fault. But like, it don't matter. You teach kids, don't do this, don't do that. If the environment is such that that's what you see, monkey see, monkey do, and like we not in control of who brings guns, who brings drugs, who leaves areas. Like I grew up where the LA riots happened. They didn't rebuild that area until 20 years later. We pay taxes the whole time. But it's just we're not in control of that kind of stuff. It's just a really violent place, and it's unfortunate because that is our home. But at the same time, how many refugees be leaving their countries all the time? Like,
that's real. Like fleeing.
And
And it's crazy because for the stuff that happens in America on a literally, not exaggerating, a daily basis, that happening in like Mexico or other places where they're fleeing, it's like, I guess because there's not all the celebrities there, that's not where all the movies are made, you know, there's no Hollywood. It's like that makes more sense. But it's the same stuff, worse stuff actually happening right there. And we just like, that's the thing that breaks my heart the most, to see this happening whenever we have every single month we're grieving over either a police that has murdered us or we're murdering each other. And the community, like the Black community as a whole, we're grieving. Now we got social media. On one end, it's making us aware, and on the other end, it's desensitizing us because we're seeing it all the time. It's like becoming our norm. So it's like, you know, the more and more, it's like people cannot, they just can't even see how abnormal this is. Like, into, you know, I actually went live, I think it was the day after Takeoff was pronounced it, and I went live because I just felt like I wanted to talk about how it's okay for us to take a social media break. We really should. I think every human being should do that, but Black people specifically, because of what we are exposed to every single month, is something crazy that we have to watch, and we're reposting. You know, people were replaying the last moments of Takeoff's death, and it is like, oh my God, we are on this level of being desensitized where, like, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been normal. Like, that's not really a normal thing, but now it's just like, it's just going to be so normal, yo. It's so sad how much we're making it our norm to deal with that.
Somebody said E. Dot committed suicide. It's an artist, a musical artist
damn.
at age 17.
What?
E. Dot, baby. I never heard of E. Dot, but
that's recently.
It's
that's sad.
November 4th.
Wow.
Just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I feel like you know, it's a lot of issues. It's a lot of things on top of things. It's circumstantial, it's environmental, it's PTSD, it's trauma, like, you know, and like that's one of the reasons I decided to go back to therapy, you know, because there's a lot of stuff that me, my friends, like at this point in our lives, like approaching 40 or whatever, you know, we realize, you know, we're in a generation that's like trying to figure out why I'm like this, or why I have this issue. Why am I passive aggressive? And why am I, we're trying to figure out and backtrack. And, you know, we want to do our kids different. Like we want to teach our kids different, but we have to be different first. And so it's like, you know, we try to backtrack. And how was my mom and dad raised? And what happened in their life that, how did they treat me? Was anybody, you know, possibly narcissistic or emotionally unavailable? You know, people have grandparents that were withholding and things, and that stuff. Like, you think tough love is the way, like you go back and you figure it out. And, you know, we have a lot of that. And that all, I mean, I can't say, like, I'm not the type of person that's going to be like, oh, it's all the white man or whatever. But the history, period, whoever inflicted whatever it was, the history is what it is. It's just like if, you know, if you were ever abused or mistreated as a child and stuff, like that is not your fault. But then I'm not the one to say it's the other person's fault, because the other person's obviously sick too. So it's like, it's just a sickness that keeps getting passed down. And once it's identified or noticed, like we got, like, there was a boy, like my homeboy Brian was just here, and we was talking about, you know, the people that passed on. Like we had a football player that passed away, and last year we had one committed suicide. He like was supposed to go to NFL, like, you know, but maybe that didn't work out. But he committed suicide. And another one, a basketball player, he passed away. He had some, like, I think he had some health issue, but then he told me that it was like maybe might be some substances involved. And it's just like, you see these people and you don't, like, people got pain, and they, especially us, like we got a lot of pain that we be carrying, and it just gets transferred. And no doubt, the person whoever, you know, got upset and pulled the trigger. I don't know if it was intentional. They say it was accident, whatever. But they was mad at somebody. They had some pain they had to take out on somebody. And
Yeah.
you know, the pain just gets transferred. Now, I don't know if Offset, if Takeoff had kids, or I don't know, but he got family and he got
No.
people that
Mm-hmm.
he got people that's in pain because of this, and they got pain. How's their pain gonna get transferred to the next person? You know, because they dealing with this. Like they was family.
Yeah.
Like this was their nephew and their cousin or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
you
It's
just look
crazy.
at the
Like
pain.
I don't think we realize how celebrity deaths affect us so deeply. Like, like it
Mm-hmm.
really be next level. It's not even like, okay, of course, if you know someone personally, there's that thing with your family revisiting, but we just think that it's not really a big deal because we don't know them personally. But you're on social media all day. Even myself, as soon as it happened, I was like, okay, I just got back on Instagram like 4 days before it happened. So I was like, oh, okay, gotta step back out because I know that now we're going to be giving him his flowers. Now he's gone. There's going to be all these videos resurfacing. There's artists on video crying, and it's just too much to have to deal with something. And then the thing too is the kind of individual like Takeoff's energy, like his spirit, the way he came through, like so calm, and he always was like the one who was like chill out of the group, and so it makes it more sad for us. Like people are taking it harder because he was always quiet and stayed to himself, and in our 3D minds that's calculated as like, dang man, like he wasn't even the one that was always popping off, and so it makes it like deeper for us. Ooh, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's cutting
Mm-hmm.
out. Oh, okay. So
No, I
it's
hear you
just
fine.
like, yeah, it just makes it more traumatic, yo. It's so sad. And then I hate to say it, but we can all pretty much predict it. It's gonna be somebody else next month, like it is every single month. When is there
And
a month that it's not?
and everybody's reaction to it, which is the only thing we can control, will be the same. You know, you
Mhm.
listen to the
Mhm.
people talk in the hip hop community or this community or the black community, and they say the same thing. We gotta stop,
Yeah.
we gotta stop, and we gotta do better. Okay, what does that look like? And what does that entail?
Yes.
And better in what way? Because you can't stop guns, you can't stop access to guns. Like we don't have control over that. What we have control over is ourselves
Mhm.
and passports and you know what I'm saying, and our
Right.
money and what we spend it on. And you know, it's
It's so crazy. Like me and one of my friends was talking about a lot. Senegalese. Even just like I think Africans in general, they are so influenced by American artists, American rap.
mm-hmm,
A lot of the rappers I know because my Senegalese homeboys know them. Like they
mm-hmm,
put me onto them. And one of my friends who is like all up in hip hop, we was talking about this the other day, and he's been affected like by his favorite rappers being murdered every month. He's like, man, like this is so crazy. Sometimes he'll tag me and stuff, and he'll be like, yo, your country is wild. Like, what the heck? And so we were talking about it, and I was like, man, it's so crazy that we don't know that if we just moved all of that over here, like how much, like
mm-hmm.
it was somebody. I think it was that guy. What's his name? PNG or whatever. What was his name? The rapper.
EMB rock.
Yeah, yeah. I think no, wait, it wasn't him. It was another rapper that died in his car not too long ago. Like he was like shot up in his
Oh,
car. And
I think I remember.
yeah. And my homeboy was just saying how like people don't even get robbed in their car. Like of course we've talked about this before on the show. There's robberies out here, but they don't
Mm-hmm,
nobody is robbed in their car. Like that's never been the thing. Like you're safe in your nobody's pulling up on you to like, like get you in your car. Like
mm-hmm,
it's very not happening. So it's just so many
mm-hmm,
rappers
mm-hmm,
that deal with that. We have no clue what a life would look like to be over here and not ever have to think about getting shot, not ever have like there's no gunshots whatsoever. There's no guns, there's no bullets. The only people that would have the guns would probably be Americans because we so traumatized we got to bring the guns with us. Like, but other than that, like it's not even really a thing at all. And it's just, we just can't
Mhm.
even imagine a life like that. It's so crazy.
Mhm.
It's all they gotta do is just come up. Just let's just redo it over here, y'all. Let's just do a redo. Push the reset, and just do it over here. That's
Mhm.
all we gotta do, because what you was just saying, like, what is the solution? Everybody stop. Are we gonna have a big conference and all of the young men who are hurting and don't got that much money and just trigger happy? They just gonna magically stop? Nah, it's not stopping. It's gonna continue. It's going to get
Mhm.
worse the more they give us
It's
access
like
to more guns.
we could have a Farrakhan Men in Black Million Man March. We could do all that stuff, but we have to like actually change course, like,
Yeah.
and it might have to be a little more drastic.
Yes. It needs to be a dramatic. It has to be a drastic, dramatic change. And that's dramatic enough for us. The idea of us, of a whole bunch of us getting our ass up, it's amazing too. You sent me that video of Gabrielle Union doing her
Mhm.
naming ceremony in
Mhm.
Ghana. And, we kind of touched on it. And I said, damn, like, it's just crazy if just half of the artists, just half of them, just a good few of the big ones, they come here and
Mhm.
visit and do their videos, but nobody ever stays. Wasn't like Ludacris or somebody was supposed to be living here, but they
Ludacris
always,
has citizenship from his
yeah,
wife's home country. Like, I mean, yeah, he has a passport and stuff.
right, like just come here. We did it. Like we did it without
Mhm.
all the money, okay, and the celebrity status. I just wish I can't wait for the day that the first artist does it and it's like, this is where I'm living, because American artists don't even know. This is what I be telling my homeboys that do music out there. America is small. Like, your audience is so small. Of course they have an audience outside,
Mhm.
in other places, but whenever you get the African audience and you get that means that you automatically are going to get Europe, and it's so much bigger. Like, they don't even realize
Mhm.
that it's like a whole nother world of, we don't even know that there's celebrities out here. Like, we would never hear from them, and everybody in Africa knows them, but we don't even know that because we think we're the only ones that have all the celebrities that
Mhm.
everybody knows. Like, and we just now knowing about Burna Boy and Davido, like, it's a whole
Mhm.
nother world
Mhm.
out here.
It is. It is. It's
It's amazing.
yeah, I mean everybody gotta find their own happiness, everybody gotta find their own solutions. My
Yeah.
my cousins just got in town yesterday, and I was talking to, he's like my uncle because he's my dad's cousin, so I call him uncle. But my cousin was like saying, my uncle cousin was like saying that do I feel homesick and stuff. And I was like,
Mm.
nah, I feel culture sick. Like, I miss my culture specifically, not the
Mm-hmm.
location. It don't matter where we are still us. Like, we don't really have a country technically that's like ours are. But I did say, and the other thing was that I don't have survivor's guilt or whatever, or survivor's remorse,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it's called. But I do feel for people who aren't in control of their lives, like the lady was saying in the book. I feel for people who aren't free.
Mm-hmm.
I feel for like my friends who aren't. So like you got to find your happiness. So
Yeah.
it like if you could be happy amongst all that, more power to you. I'm not gonna tell you to move to Africa just for me,
Right. For
but
sure.
because this is work. This is work that you have to want it in order to go through it. But if you are totally happy, you have everything you want, you doing everything you want, your job, career, business, whatever is what you
You're not
want.
living
Your
in
kids are,
fear.
yes,
Yeah.
your kids are being raised the way they want, around in the environment that you want, being exposed to what you want. Like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta really visualize, like my girl Dayla always manifests stuff like she's magic. You gotta think about what you really want. And if the life that you really want is not there, you gotta really, like, you can't settle. You can't settle. We only live
Yes.
once. Like, is
Yeah.
your
Yes.
health, is the food quality what you want? Like, you just gotta add it up. And so anytime you going through like the days that we be going through, like Africa ain't working for me right now, like what am I doing?
Yeah.
Then you remind yourself of all those things. I'm eating better. I'm not stressed. my cousins came, they're like, you more relaxed, you like free, you just
Yes.
like, I'm like, yep. Let me go work for
Yes.
2 hours, do a video, do a consultation, and boom, we can go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what day
Right.
it is. It don't matter what time it is. And so I can spend time with my kids. You could be broke. You could have no money for internet, and then you get on here and somebody send you $50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Kawana. But
Yes. There's like, I mean, no, that's real though. You cannot have all the money and still go have a good time. Like, we know that.
Yes.
We done had a good time on a budget, and it's so different and without the fear of,
Yeah, man. Nobody gonna come for us. Like,
Right.
who was it that said? And I'll close what I'm gonna say with this. It was a comedian, and he was one of the comedians who went in. Did you ever see Cool Runnings?
Mm-hmm.
The bobsled team.
Yeah.
So the dude, the
Yeah.
Dougie Doug, who had the locks, he was in the movie, and so he kind of disappeared. And he said, they wanted him to wear a dress or something like that. And he was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, sometimes it don't make sense. It don't fit the script. It don't whatever. And they just either fetishize or they just want to do something to us to bring our self-esteem down, or like, make you feel less of a man or whatever. It's like, and he said this thing, it was so beautiful. He was like, sometimes it's just, you look too free. Let me do something to you. And that's what it is. Like, if you are free, they are coming for you. If you look too free, if you smell too free, if you walk too free, and you can't be free, like, it's just in the air. They don't want to see it. It's like when you see somebody who they call plus size, like you see somebody fat or obese or whatever, and they just like, ugh, I'm all that, and you just like, you shouldn't be feeling yourself that much. Like, look at you, like that's how they treat us. Like, you shouldn't be this confident and think you about to get this master's degree or think you about to travel all over the world like us. Like, what?
They be mad.
Exactly. So, hey, Black Acres of the Gambia, that's the family right there. They know what I'm talking about. Uncle Rick was like, I'm at work reading a book, and they asking him at the job, why you reading a book trying to be smart, black man? Like, they coming at you like, oh,
oh my God.
That's what I think that's what he told us in the interview when we went over it. It's like, whatever you're doing, if you're too happy, if you're too free, if you're too successful, and you feeling yourself, if you're not holding your head down, they gotta bully you and stuff. And
that's real.
It's just
what is it? Tupac, in one of his songs, he said they get jealous when they see you with your mobile phone. Like, they be mad.
Like, black man shouldn't be smiling.
Right.
Put on a dress and shuck and jive. Like, entertain me.
And just like you said, if you're good with that, if that's bringing you peace to raise your children in that environment, and you good and you don't feel no kind of way, then power to you. But for the majority of us, and going back to what we talked about when it comes to the trauma that we're reliving, I really don't care what nobody say. I was saying this all these years that I was living in America, over the past 10 years that I was trying to get here. And I was just like, I really don't care what you say. If you are black, you are traumatized. You have PTSD. I just don't care if you've been living like a white person. You still got it. Like, you can't, and you're going through depression. If you black in America, yes, you are. It doesn't even, like, forget the skin color. White people is tired of America. They've been leaving America since forever to get away from the system and how things are. And so it's just like, you can try to tell me you happy, but you lying.
You
like,
got PTSD.
Yes.
And like, you have some form of low self-esteem.
Yes.
In some shape
You're not
or form,
at peace. You're not at peace. You can't tell me that. Like, overall, I'm pretty happy and at peace. And I know, especially
in any situation,
like,
you can defend yourself against. Go ahead.
You said what? Oh no, I was just gonna say, even like I tell people when they come, maybe you don't know, when you move to a country where you don't have to be like that. The way I am about people walking fast behind me, this is a ridiculous reaction. Like, I'm like, hold on, like, You know, I don't like people walking fast behind me. And all my friends is like, what's up? Like, what? But I understand that because in America, if you go to America or if you're already there, you're not going to be feeling that. People walking all fast
Mm-hmm.
behind you and it's just out the blue. You're going to be like, what? But that's not normal though. People can actually live
Mm-hmm.
with people walking fast behind them and they don't think about nothing. But for me
Mm-hmm.
and most of us, I believe all of us, we are going to be like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, hold on, you moving fast. Like, that's just because that's where we come from, where it might be something happening. That's
And
crazy.
most of us know good and well that if it was between us and a colonizer person, and we had to stand up to them or defend ourselves to them, we think twice and we hesitate because we know there might be some repercussions and
Yes, for
somebody might
sure.
not take our side. The authorities might be called.
All the
We could
time.
go to
Oh,
jail. Our kids won't see us.
mm,
Like we
mm,
know. So the
all
fact
the
that
time.
like the way me and Dayla be talking to people over here, like you know, there ain't no repercussion. Like we on a level playing field. You the
Yeah,
minority over here, and I'm running stuff. What? Like you know what I'm saying? So
right. Okay, hold
that's
on,
when
hold on,
you
hold on.
know
H Bless Soldier said they're shooting like right now where she's at right now.
what the heck.
Yo, are you okay?
What? Oh my gosh, dude,
That is so fucking
that's
crazy.
like that's like some stuff that
Yo,
you see on the news, and they be talking about Kuwait and like some places far away, like
yes,
oh,
it's third world
Ye
country type.
Yemen.
Exactly. Are you okay, H
Oh,
Blesso?
oh,
Yo,
duck, duck and
mm-mm-mm.
cover, fam. Like, be careful.
Yes,
It's
like
just, it's like everybody have their eye on whatever the prize is for them and stuff, and that's cool. But like, you gotta really it hopefully it don't take a traumatic situation for stuff for people to like live their real life, like because a lot of times it comes to a near-death situation or a family situation, somebody pass away, then you're like let me be free, or you get a divorce, you're like okay let me live what like do what you really want to do as if you had nothing holding you back, not your parents, not your kids,
yeah,
not oh I gotta wait till they finish high school. Nah, do what you was gonna do because you don't know what's gonna happen. um,
that's
you
real.
know,
That's
and
real.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, it's just oh my God.
Mm. Post,
Make sure the
past,
kids are
present.
good.
Oh my gosh. Mm.
It's just too much. It's crazy. And the saddest thing is that we think it's normal. We really got the nerve to like debate with people about, oh, well, this is happening in this place. This is happening in that place. Like, what? That is not happening. That is not a thing all the time, everywhere. That's our life. We went
Mm.
from being lynched to being gunned down, whether it's us doing it to each other or them doing it to us. Same thing.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we
So,
had to
okay,
get a little
guys.
heavy for y'all today.
Yeah. we
Sometimes
had
we
to
got to
end.
do it
We
like
had to
that.
end. Yeah, we had to end a little heavy, right?
But you need that
Yes.
to really think.
Mhm.
Go to therapy. Figure yourself
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Heal.
And if it is your goal to leave, like this is good motivation. Like don't feel limited. Go. You can
Mm-hmm.
really go. You can really get out. Like you really are supposed to
Mm-hmm.
get it out. I truly believe that if it's inside of you, that's what you're supposed to do. I don't believe that we
Yep.
get things inside of us and passions and these like thing, and then we just supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
oh, what if we don't make it? That's why you don't have to do that because that means it's for you. If
Mm-hmm.
it's inside of you, you going to sleep thinking about it. You waking
Mm-hmm.
up, it's the it's already answered. It's already for you. You
Yep.
just gotta not be
Yep.
afraid. Trust yourself.
It's a reason that
Yeah.
desire is burning there. I just got a text message from Kamala Harris. I think she's telling you guys to get out.
From who?
Kamala Harris, the vice president.
Right.
She want me to come to a
Yes.
rally. No, no, thank you. I don't have to rally no more.
Uh-uh. We're not rallying. It's a
Mm-mm.
waste of time.
It
So we
is,
really
bro.
appreciate you guys. Yes.
Yes,
We
thank you for
appreciate you guys for
coming.
coming in. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, make sure that you guys thumbs up if you like this episode. Don't forget to share if you think there are others that need to know about our show. Hit that super thanks button if you want to support, if you want to see us doing more interviews and traveling more.
Thank you, Keisha.
Thank you again. Yes. Yes, thank you, Keisha, too. And thank you again. Was that Kawana for the super chat, the super thanks?
Yes, thank you, Kawana.
We appreciate
you are the MVP.
What you say, sis?
I said she's the MVP.
Yes, right? Yeah, right? For real. All right, so y'all know how we do it here on Repat No Cap.
The migration will not be televised.
It'll be right here. All right, y'all. Peace out. We love you guys.
Adios. Gracias. Time.
Sikana.